Hey everybody. This is probably the most asked question I get, aside from how to make a LUT, is like how to do tap to change. So first of all, the simulator simulates tap. I think there's settings for it. Yeah, so you can say simulate touch or orbit. So if simulate touch is not selected, you gotta hold down Command on Mac or Control on Windows, and that's the tap. So to be able to use that, there's a tap, a screen tap. You can do object tap, but I tend to do screen tap just because my effects tend to be global. Yeah. Anyway, so tap, you can drive a counter with the tap. The counter just you can do increase or decrease your jumps. I usually just do increase. So you can see this number is going up each time. And then when you hit the maximum count, it goes back to 0. So it's useful for looping through like a collection of things that you want to act on. So let's do option picker, change it into color. So every time you click or tap on the screen, it will change. Let's change these to something else. And then I'm gonna just make a canvas and a rect just to illustrate. Oops, too many canvases. So I'm gonna make a material, and then actually I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay, yeah. So maybe if we just pipe it into texture, it'll do something. Yeah. Okay, so that works. So there you have it. Tap to change. So we have 5. Why is it going transparent? Oh, okay. No? This one must be transparent too. Anyway, that's the gist of that. So option picker can be cool. Like you can only use like 3 options if you want. You don't have to use all of them. The downside with the option picker is that it only has 5 slots. So like if you need to do something that has more than 5 options, you're just kind of out of luck, at least with the option picker. Of course, you could rig something up. Patches are pretty flexible. But the thing I like to do, hold on. Oh, so there's kind of a lot of ways to do this. So you can use if else or equals. That's what it is. If count equals 1, then this puts out a Boolean, and you can do that for as many options as you want. 2. 3. So you can see the Boolean change. Oh, 0. Okay, so yeah, this thing starts at 0, so it would be 0, 1, 2. And you can see that looping through. And then let's say you have like several rectangles and you only want one to be visible at a time. This could be like textured with a LUT, or it might be the texture on a face mesh. You just want to loop through like tattoos or whatever. So you can use the isVisible property. You pipe that in and just connect it to the is equals. Oops, that's not what I wanted. And then I guess I'll change the positions. That one will be top, that one will be bottom. Why is this one visible? It's really weird. I mean, that's the gist of it. I don't really understand why this one is. Well, anyway, that's another option. Just setting booleans, visibility. You can also use booleans to drive other things in the node graph. But if you're just looping through textures, I'm gonna delete these. Like if you want to make a LUT filter that's got a bunch of textures on it. Whoa. My camera's freaking out. Technical difficulties. Well, we'll just switch to lady. Maybe it's just that it was paused. This thing seems to pause randomly. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. So the next option is going to use animation. So we're going to import a couple of frames. I don't think drag and drop works. Maybe it does. So I'm going to import or create new animation and then new texture sequence. So you can tell, you can confirm, I'm not sure what the naming convention for the sequences are, but you can always confirm like that it's grabbing the correct number of frames. You only have to select the first one. So this animation has 3 LUTs in it. So I'm just going to grab, oops, spark, LUT, patch. So I have another tutorial on this LUT patch if you want to learn more in depth about how this works. Oh, it's already there. Cool. So pretty much it takes the camera texture as an input and then a LUT texture. Oops. Come on, node graph. Spark is acting up. There we go. So we're still going to use this counter, so I'm going to move it over. Whoa. So we're going to drag in the animation, and that's going to be the input for the LUT. Yeah, this is cool. Totally what I meant to do. It's doing that because the animation is playing. So I'm going to set this to 1. So you can see all the LUTs like cycling through. So to be able to control like the frame that it's on, you want to click current frame, it'll pop into the patch editor. And then the counter is going to control the current frame. So we just connect to the counter to that and then tap to change. I think, no, that was it. That was 3 different methods of doing tap to change. I kind of like the animation one because like if you're just changing textures, you can You only have to change the compression settings on one thing as opposed to like several. Yeah, so that's the basics of tap to change. I hope it is useful to you. Hit subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time.